We are a delegation from the Catholic Association of Goa. I'm Cyril Fernandez, President, and I have with me Captain Eddie Vegas, our co-op member, my Vice President Malvin Fernandez from South Goa, Vice President North Elijah Pires, and Jovan Fernandez, our Treasurer. And today we had come to call upon the Governor here with regard to the recent Eve of Christmas attacks that have taken place against various Christian communities all across India. We have today given two memorandums. One has been addressed to the President, and this was actually prepared by us on 26th. But unfortunately, because of the visit of the President of India on 27th and 28th, the Governor was unable to give us that appointment. And therefore, he gave us the appointment today. So in between, when we had time, we thought over the whole issue, and also thought that Governor too has a role to play in protecting the interest of the state of Goa. So therefore, there are these two memorandums we have handed over. We have called upon the President to play her constitutional duty under Article 355 to seek a report from the Prime Minister and the Home Minister regarding all these incidents that have taken place. She is the constitutional head of this country, and she is supposed to be our protector also. And therefore, it is a duty to take an update on all these atrocities that have been committed against the Christian community in North India as well as South India. And we want that the constitutional rights as provided within the Constitution of India be protected for all the Christian as well as other minorities groups. See, as minorities, we are not second-class citizens in India. Actually, as minorities and as Christians, we have contributed more, if not equal, to other communities in the growth of this nation. And we are totally faithful to this motherland of ours. Nobody should doubt our integrity. If people have issues with the way we profess our religion, which is, within the rule of law, then they should sort it out through the judicial means and not take law in its hand. This is what we have pointed out to the President also in our memorandum, that let not these fringe elements take law in their hands. Nobody has the authority to take law in their hands. There is a Prime Minister, there is a Home Minister, and there is other system, judicial system, where they can go, whoever has problem can go and address their problem. Don't attack us, because we don't do this. We don't live by a sword. People who live by sword die by sword. And this is the message we want to give. See, we as Christians have a 2000-year history in India. And this is what we want to convey, that in this 2000 years of existence in India, there is no ever incident that Christians have ever taken law in our hands to make a point about anything. And that is what others should follow. Maybe the majority community members or other minority should learn from Christians how to live in brotherhood, love and brotherhood. In similar manner, we have also pointed out to the Governor and appealed to him that he has his constitutional duty in relation to Goa. Because see, with all this violence that has taken place, which has been happening in the past, and we fear it may happen also if it goes unchecked and unstopped, that it is harming the economy of India and also the economy of Goa. Goa has a very fragile economy. We are a tourist related state, and tourism plays a major economic role in the growth of our state. And therefore, it is the duty of the Governor to ensure that these elements don't spread into Goa and are also controlled. Social impacts, economic impacts, all harm the growth of the nation, the growth of our state also. And therefore, this is what we have pointed out. He gave us a very patient hearing. He was very kind to understand. He also admitted that no nation can grow with violence. This is what he said. And therefore, he has promised us that he will take it up with the center. He will see that our memorandum reaches the desk of the President. And we thank him for all that he has, the time that he has given us.
Our brothers or sisters who in their own, who in their own thoughts are thinking that they are doing some good to their community, in reality they are doing a lot of harm to their community. Because we must realize that we have thousands, if not millions actually, of our own brothers and sisters from various communities working all over the world. What impact will this action which these few fellows are doing all over the country will have on those of our brothers and sisters who are abroad? Do they ever think of what problems they may have to face because of their small actions here? So we have all to work together to bring up India as a whole. Although the Christians are only 2.3% and they have decreased to 2.1% in recent times, that's what we come to know. So this talk of excuse of conversion being used to attack people is totally unfounded. As a matter of fact, these 2.1 or 2.3% are offering more than 30% of the social services to our country by way of schools, colleges, hospitals, orphanages, home for the aged, care of the sick and people without parents or guardians or anybody to look after them. So this has to be appreciated rather than being suppressed by way of attacks, etc. So we pray to these brethren to please understand the religious sentiment in reality rather than just going by whatever they think is right. Thank you.
We are affiliated to the All India Catholic Union. We are approved body of the Diocese of Goa and Daman. We represent the Catholics of Goa and Daman. And therefore, that is our duty. We are duty bound to protect the interest of our Catholic community in Goa. But that does not stop us from taking up the issue at the national level. It is also our duty. And my office bearers on 26th have given me those powers to take this issue up with the center, with the state government, with CBCI, that is the body of the bishops in Goa, and all other like-minded organizations. So we take it to its legal, to the logical conclusion, this matter. And we will take it up. Now, since this is our first step, we are going to take it up with the state authorities, with other business communities in Goa, because we cannot allow Goa to be ruined in this manner by this fringe element. So you must remember, Christians as a community have had a major impact, and it is reflected in the composition of the cabinet of this country. Today, if you see, Piyush Goyal, all these cabinet ministers, Miss Sitaraman, or you take other ministers, these are all products of a Christian institute. They have not been converted. None of this, including L.K. Advani, are products of the Christian community. This is a contribution, and nobody can doubt a contribution. See, and after studying from our institution, these people are going to Christian nations abroad, these ministers' sons and daughters. So this fringe element should first question these ministers. No, why you're questioning us? Why you're harming small-time traders and all, and hitting them in their economic needs? This is not called, dharma. Which Mr. Vajpayee had one time told this government also. Follow the dharma, and this is what we are also pleading. Sanatan doesn't, teach all this violence. All religions, be it Sanatan, be it Christianity, be it the Muslim religions, Sikh, Buddhism, all talk of peace. And we all want peace in India. We love peace, we will promote peace through Christianity or other means. But that is what we are supposed to do, and promote our religion as well as we don't stop other religions from being promoted. So each person can do it in his own way, but without promoting violence, without taking violence in your hands. This is the only thing that we are pleading.
People are barging in the religious places and asking them that, forcing them to say that otherwise, that they should believe in other faiths and all this thing. Do you think, though we have constitutional protection on that, do you think there should be laws helping such stuff, or pinpointing such incidents, and proper laws to punish such issues?
The law is in this book, and this is what we have shown to the governor. Governor also showed his copy of the constitution, and we are happy. He promised that he also follows the constitution. So this is what we have told him. Please follow the constitution. Don't allow this law, these rogues or elements to take law in their hands. That's why we saw the intervention of the president. It is like, putting the president on notice that there is an article called 355 within which the president has full powers to seek explanations. We are not demanding Article 356 to be implemented, where the president can dismiss the government also if they cannot control internal disturbances. These are provisions already there. We have the world's best constitution for us to protect us. And we only request this government to abide by the constitution, follow the laws that have been adopted within this constitution and help save this country, because this country is going down and down economically, socially, morally, intellectually. And that we will not allow as a Christian community in India. We are very disappointed with what is happening in that SIR. The other day, I was told to show proof of birth certificate of my son and daughter, when all that record is already available with them. I cooperated with them. I said, I will show. I have given them the copy. But I said, show me under which law and what rule you wanted to pick up on my son and daughter when there are so many others. So many complaints are coming, and we will meet the CEO and tell him that this is because we have tied up with CEO. We have done some campaigns with him in building awareness as CAG. We have done it. And we think that they may be falling short somewhere in erasing the doubts that have crept up in the minds of the people. We want that each and every citizen of Goa should get registered in the electoral rolls of this SIR.
Is there a turnaround time that you have written to the president that you're expecting a reply, or what your actions will take?
See, we
post
can't
that?
expect the president to give us a deadline. We can't set a deadline for the president. Our duty is to bring it to their notice and expect them to act on it, which they will do. We have hope, and therefore we have submitted it with hope.
Would you be going to court for anything?
That we will decide. We have certain steps that we will see. Court is the final provision that we have. Like the same way on conversions also, when we tried all other measures, it failed. People went to the Supreme Court, and Supreme Court gave a slap on such people. So similar also provision is available with us, and Supreme Court is already on record. If you take the SR Bomai case, you take Kesavananda Bharti case, Supreme Court has said secularism is the basic structure of this country, of the constitution, and nobody can play with it. So secularism is the foundation of our nation, and therefore nobody can ignore it. So this, when Supreme Court has already said, the state government is also aware, the center is already knows its job. Its jobs are all cut out, and they should just do their duty. We have hope in the Prime Minister, we have hope in the Home Minister. Prime Minister was there celebrating Christmas with us. So I hope one day he celebrates Christmas with all these fringe elements also and brings them together to show, and we would be willing to organize a function like this.
तुम्ही पळयतात GNH.